There once lived a king named Dasharatha. He had three wives, Kaushalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. After ruling the city Ayodhya for many years, King Dasharatha decided to retire and give the throne to his eldest son Ram. Everyone in the town was overjoyed to hear the news, but one woman didn't like this. She was Mantra, the main servant of Queen Kaikeyi. She carried the news of Ram carnation to Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi was so happy to hear it that she removed her necklace and gave it to Mantra.
You are a fool! Do you know what will happen when Ram becomes king? Will become the king mother and you will become the self. No one cares for you or your son Bharat.
Suddenly Kaikeyi feared for her future.
No, I can't let this happen. Do you remember the two wishes that King Dasharatha had offered you? Now is your chance to make those wishes and ask the king to make Bharat the new king instead of Ram and then send Ram to the forest for 14 years.
The stories of two wishes goes back many years. The king Dasharatha was fighting in the war and Queen Kaikeyi was accompanying him. During the fight, the king's chariot became loose. Kaikeyi knew if the wheels fell off, they would both be in grave danger. So she put out her finger in the hole of wheel axle and thus kept the wheel in its place. The king came to know of what she had done. After the war, he was so grateful that he promised to Kaikeyi to give two wishes whenever she asked for them. Now, on Mantra's advice, Kaikeyi decided to make use of wishes. The king was shocked to see her like this. What's the matter? Why are you sitting like this?
You want me to visit, do you remember?
Oh yes, I am always faithful to my words.
Well then listen from my son Bharat, the new king instead of Ram and vanished Ram to the forest for 14 years.
King was very shocked to hear this. He joined his hands and begged for mercy. I will make Bharat king, but please do not take Ram away from me. I can't live without him. But Kaikeyi showed no mercy. The pain was unbearable. The king became unconscious. The next morning, when Ram came to see his parents, Dasharatha's condition was very weak. Ram went to seek his stepmother, Queen Kaikeyi.
Ram, your father has granted me two wishes. Will you keep your father's promise?
You know I will never lie.
Well then listen, your father ordered you to live in the forest for 14 years.
Well then I will gladly go to the forest. Saying this, Ram took off his moral dress and ornaments and handed them to Kaikeyi. Sita Lakshman heard the news and came as fast as they could. Sita.
Ram, I can't live without you. I am coming with you.
Ram wanted them both to stay at home, but Sita much more firmer than their decision. Brother, I will come with you as well. The news that Ram, Sita and Lakshman going to the forest spread in the city like wildfire. Everybody loved so much that the entire village gathered around the chariot of Ram and followed him. Ram asked them to return home, but they denied. In the evening, they all stopped to get some rest. The people of Ayodhya village is still with him. But early in the morning, when people were still asleep, Ram, Sita and Lakshman slipped out quietly and proceeded towards the dense forest. Back in the palace of Ayodhya, Kaikeyi was bubbling with joy and couldn't wait to talk to his son Bharat.
Bharat, are not you happy that I have won this kingdom for you?
Instead of feeling happy, Bharat is angry. Mother, I don't want this kingdom. How dare you think anyone other than Ram is fit to be king? How we will live without him? Bharat started out with the chariot to bring Ram back. Kaikeyi realized what a bad deed she had done. She called Kaushalya Sumitra to come with her together, and they followed him in the chariot to search for Ram. Ram was far away in the forest hills of Chitrakoot. As soon as Bharat saw Ram, he fell on his feet with tears flowing down his cheeks. You are joking, Ram. I am only acting as a servant. Please take back the ground and make us all happy. Listen to me, Bharat. We must honor the words of our father. He gave you ground, me the forest. No, Ram, no. The ground is meant for you.
Please, Ram, I did not mean for this to happen. Please come back to home.
But Ram has remained strong. I have an idea. Give me your sandals, and I will put them on the throne, which is rightfully yours. Ram accepted his request. He gave his wooden sandals to Bharat. He took sandals and made a sword bow. These sandals will represent Sri Ram by resting on his throne. I will wait here patiently while I will wait for him to return for his 14 years of exile. Bharat didn't stay in the palace. He lived out in her. The city of Ayodhya. City of Ayodhya, the name of the Ram, with Ram wooden sandals on the scroll. After 13 years of moving from village to village and ashram to ashram, Ram, Lakshman and Sita built a small hut and lived peacefully in the forest of Panchmali. One afternoon, Ram was sitting and meditating. A woman stepped up to him and then began to stare. She tried to get her attention by shaking her bangles.
I am Supnaka. My brother Ravan is the king of Lanka. I have come here to talk to you and ask a question.
I am Ram. What can I possibly do for you?
I wanted to know if you are here in the forest alone.
No, my wife Sita and my brother Lakshman are here with me. Why do you ask?
I think we made the perfect couple. We should marry immediately. Did not you agree?
No, I am married to Sita and I only want to be married to one woman.
Fine. Then who is that?
That's my brother Lakshman.
I am looking for a good husband.
Why would you want to be married to me? I am the only servant of Ram. If you marry me, you will be servant as well.
What? How dare you both reject me? You would rather be married to a simple girl like her, even though I am such a perfect princess.
Supnaka was filled with rage. She was determined to seek revenge. Who was so angry that she grabbed his Sita and began to strangle her. Lakshman couldn't believe in his eyes. He pulled out his sword and swung on the Supnaka.
My lord, you will be sorry. You even insulted me, mark my word. You will pay for this.
Supnaka was so angry that she was determined to seek revenge. She immediately went to his brother Ram.
Ravan, you must look at what they have done to me.
Who did this and why?
This is the doing of Ram and Lakshman. They are King Dasharatha
The next day, Sita saw a golden deer far away from distance.
Now I want that deer. Please bring it to me, alive or dead.
Lakshman, you wait here while I go catch the deer. Ram set out with his bow and arrow to catch the deer. Deer and Ram was deep into the forest. Ram shoot his bow on it, but as soon as it struck the deer, it lay down and loud cried, "Help, Lakshman, help! Help, Lakshman, help! You are not a deer, you are a Rakshas." The cry was heard in the herd.
Who was that crying for help? Lakshman, I think Ram is in danger. You have to help him.
Sita, Ram gave me orders. I can't leave you here.
Your brother is calling for help. You have to go.
Lakshman drew a line outside the herd with his bow and told Sita not to cross it. And he went out in search of Ram. Soon after, the Lakshman left. A sadhu came into the hut and begged for charity. Sita asked him to come near his door, but he was unable to cross the protective boundary made by Lakshman. "You know that sadhu cannot come near the lady's door, so please come to me and give me some offerings." Sita went up and stretched out her arms at that. At very moment, Sadhu held her hands and dragged with her forcefully out the boundary and disappeared in the jungle. Sadhu was none other than Ravan, Lanka's king. When Lord Ram and Lakshman returned, they found the herd empty. At once they started to search for Sita. While wandering in the forest, they saw a vulture lying badly wounded. Ram, the king of Lanka, has carried Sita away. I tried to help her, but he cut my wings and now I am dying. With these words, he breathed last. Lakshman thanked him and proceeded further. While wandering through the forest in search of Sita, Ram and Lakshman became friends with monkeys. Hanuman was the leader of monkeys. He was very intelligent, very great in strength. Don't worry, Shriram. I am determined to find out where Ram has kept Sita. I have faith in you, Hanuman. Here is a ring. Give this to Sita, and she will know you were sent by me. With this army that have to search for Sita, they crossed rivers, hills, valleys. At last they reached seashore. They saw an island far away in the sea. That island was city of Lanka, the capital practice of King Ram. The army didn't have strength to cross the sea. Hanuman took the challenge and jumped on the seashore and landed safely on the place of Lanka. Hanuman looks for Sita, all houses of Ravan, and finally she found her in Ravan's backyard, which was the only place far away from the other place of Ravan. I am Hanuman. I have been sent by Lord Sri Ram to look for you. This is a ring to prove it. Sita knew immediately At this, it was the messenger from Ram. After asking endless questions about Ram and Lakshman, she gave her jewel from her hair to Hanuman to send Ram. The task was fulfilled. Hanuman was so happy that he started destroying the yard of Ram. Ravana was angry when he heard this news. He sent a great army against him. Hanuman knew no fear, turned himself into brought in front of Ravana. I order you to try wax on his tails and pour oil on it and burn it. His men were too happy to follow his orders, and they tried wax on tail of Hanuman and pour it on the tail and set fire on it. Hanuman suddenly jumped from the streets and started to set fire all houses of Lanka and top including the palace of Ravan, except the city of where Sita was kept. Amazingly, Hanuman was unhurt. He jumped down in the seashore and he jumped up to the seashore and get back to the Ram. Hanuman gave the jewel which was given by Sita. Ram was so happy that he warmly embraced Hanuman. Ravan tried to put my tail on fire and burn me to death, but I used my tail to burn his whole city down except where Sita was kept. I am very grateful for your help, Hanuman, and now I will go to war against Ravan. Huge army was formed. They all set off towards Lanka. Ram ordered his servants to build the bridge across the sea, one by one. The whole army went across the sea and reached Lanka. Rava's servant took the news to Ravan. The nasty creature is back. Which creature? Speak of your brute. The rat monkey who burned our city of gold. Go catch him down in the sea. This time he is not alone. He brought whole army with him, and he built a bridge across the sea to our land. Then prepare our army. We are going to war. Then fight commenced by one. All Ravan warriors were defeated. At last, Ram entered in the battlefield. Let's fight. Ram victory over Ram is widely celebrated as the Shara. Ram, Lakshman and Sita completed 14 years of forest. Now is the time for three to return home. Ram Sita coming home, Ram Sita coming home. Celebrate Diwali, the festival of lights. Ram was coming. As soon as Bharat see the Ram, ran forward and fell on his feet. "Oh Ram, the true king, you have returned." By saying this, he put Ram's sandals before him. Ram respected them. Now, Ram was king and Sita was his queen. This place of Ayodhya was called Ram Raj. Everybody lived in peace and everlasting happiness.
This Ram Leela presented by us. Hope you enjoy it. Wishing you.
Thank you for this magnificent performance. Give them a big hand.